What's up? This is Winter Angelica coming to you real quick. Look, if you guys have not tried these sparkling ice, amazing alternative to sodas. So I came on here real quick. No fancy background, not really, trying to make it all, glamorous or whatever. Because the message that I have to bring, the message that I have inside of me is going to really, make you question. A lot of us are home right now, or a lot of us, our lives have slowed down because of what's going on in the world right now. But I just feel like it's an opportunity for us to do some thinking, an opportunity for us to be better when this is over, an opportunity to do some work on self. And in that, I started to think about forgiveness. Forgiveness when you are a single parent. There's so many different emotions come up when you are a single parent. A lot of times people say, well, you have to forgive the other person so that you could move on and live a productive life. But at the same token, when you get up every single day and your reality is, hey, I'm a single parent. When your reality is you go out to make things happen for your family, and that's your everyday reality. So how do I live in forgiveness when every day I have a constant reminder of the thing that I need to forgive the other person for? How do I move past that? How do I move past being a single mother and come home from work and shoes are in the foyer, or being a single parent and come home and the trash is running over, being a single parent and coming in the house and opening the refrigerator and stuff is all spilled in the refrigerator after the night before you wiped it down? Or I could keep going. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can keep going and going and going and going. So my thing is this. We have a plan in business. We have a plan to, this my plan to, get money. This my plan for my side hustle. This my plan to what I'm gonna wear on my first day. This my plan on how I'm gonna, get my nails. This my plan, this my plan, this my plan. But for real, we need to start talking about, well, what's your plan? Your forgiveness plan. Everything need a plan. I know it might sound funny, like, what you mean? What's your forgiveness plan? Because you could be in a state of, you know what, I forgive him and everything going good, or I forgive her, I forgive him, I forgive whoever, and everything going good and it's going good. And then anything can happen to reopen that wound because it's your reality. You live with what you have to work on constantly to forgive. You live in the reality of it. It's not like the situation where, let's say for instance, somebody stole from you. And it's like, she stole my jacket and, I gotta, forgive her for stealing my jacket. But then, like, every day I see her wearing my jacket. You feel what I'm saying? Every day you see her wearing that, nice jacket that she stole. Usually when somebody steals something from you, you ain't waking up and watching them wear the jacket that they stole from you. But that's the analogy when I'm talking about being a single parent. Every day you wake up and that's your reality. So I want y'all to think for real. Use this time to really heal. Use this time to really think about what's your plan in forgiveness, so that when we come out of this pandemic that the world is facing right now, you know what I'm saying? Use this time to be better. Come up with your plan for forgiveness, your plan in forgiveness. When every day you wake up, you see that jacket that was stole from you and somebody else wearing it. You got to look into your child's eyes and realize that your child completely depends on you to make it happen. That you can't fold, that you can't crumble, because it's up to you. That's your reality. So how do I not be bitter and what my reality is? How do I not be depressed in what my reality is? How do I be strong and courageous and overcoming in what my reality is? What's your forgiveness plan? This is the reason why I wanted to come to you to have this healing conversation, because I want y'all to be different. I want y'all to be different. Because unfortunately, that wound can be reopened every day. It can be reopened every day. And if not every day, you would think you'll get to a place where I'm healed from it, where I have forgave this person, where I have forgiven myself even, and then something happens where that wound is reopened. So what's your plan? And what do I mean when I say the wound being reopened? I have a son who's 2 months from being 18. And for years and years, anybody who know me, and most people don't, to be honest, because you don't know somebody if you ain't like living with them. And so what I say is my children, I would say my children know me because they live with me. We live together. So we see every side of each other. But when my son comes to me, now we're 18 now, I will always, from the time he was, mad little, and I would pull him into my room. I say, come on. He'll sit down, and I'd be like, you know what this is? He said, you want to talk? I said, yeah. I always do that. Even now, I pull him in. Come here. Let's talk. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to get off your chest, even if it's something you don't like about me, I always like to, have that floor open for my children to say whatever they need to say without feeling like they finna be fussed at. And so now that my son is getting older, he expressed different things to me. And I won't go into details of things that he expressed, but at the end of the day, at any time that wound can be reopened, where it's like, they may say something to be like, that reopen that thing. You be like, ugh, that's how you feel. And so it get you in that place where you could get a little upset. So then you'd be in the cycle again where you be like, I'm upset because my child feel this kind of way or whatever like that. I'm vibing off of him. So what's your plan so that you don't go back into that space of unforgiveness and bitterness and I'm going to hit you upside your head type situation? You feels me? Because at the end of the day, when we hold on to, like, for real, like, we hear it all the time, but let's hear it and let it stick to us, and let's walk in this thing every day. When we hold on to bitterness, when we hold on to anger, when we hold on to resentment and unforgiveness, that bullcrap manifests in our body. That's why some of us, our immune system is on the weak side. Come on here, somebody. Every other week, come on, glory to God. Every other week we got a cold. Every other week we got a little sniffle and a cough. You understand? Because you got some things that you need to detox. You got some things that you need to release. You got some people that you need to release. You had some feelings that you need to release. So what's your plan? I can give you my plan, but you need to know your plan because it's you. It's an individual plan. You got to have a plan for forgiveness. So during this time, because I can't give you the plan because it's an individual thing. This healing conversation is just to make for you to think, what is my plan in forgiveness? You got a plan in everything else. You got a plan of how you're going to be successful, how you're going to get that bread. You got a plan of how you're going to get your hair and your nails and your feet and that tattoo. But you don't got no plan to how I'm not going to live in unforgiveness, how I'm not going to live in bitterness, how I'm not going to live in anger. You want your skin to be clear. you understand what I'm saying? You want your beauty to shine because that stuff will start making you look old and everything. You understand what I'm talking about? So I ain't gonna hold you much longer. If it's something I feel like I want to add to this, I'll come back and I'll add to it. But I just wanted to come and just talk to you. To have you think, what is your plan to stay in a forgiving state when every day you wake up and your reality reminds you why there was a need for forgiveness anyway. When you wake up and you know that you gotta get it popping because your family, your children depend on you and you alone to get it done. Not just financially, but spiritually, mentally, physically. It's you. How do you not be bitter? How do you not be angry? How you not be resentful? How do you truly can look at somebody else and say, you did me dirty, you stole my jacket? Way bigger than the jacket, but I was just using that as an analogy. How is it? How do you live in peace and harmony when every day you're reminded of the thing that you needed to forgive for? I'll tell you some of my plan, because it may or may not work for you. Some of y'all ain't gonna want to hear it, and it don't happen overnight. But I'm gonna give you the real what worked for me. I started to ask God to help me because it was beyond me. It was beyond me. I didn't want to live being mad at nobody. I wanted to give my children the best parts of me. Bump it. I wanted to give me the best parts of me. When I was younger, before I had children, man, listen, I was one of the goofiest, funniest, let's laugh until our stomach hurt. You feel what I'm saying? Type of person. So I wanted me. I did it for me first. Because a lot of times we always say, well, I did it for my kids, man. I did it for me first. Because if I ain't good, if I ain't in a good place, I don't care if you is my child. I got to be good so that you can be good because you're vibing off of me. I can't be a broken mother because I got to make sure my kids know, boo. I ain't talking about when it comes to you, like, because that'll be a whole nother conversation. But at the end of the day, what y'all need to know is you got to take care of you before you take care of anybody. Because if I feed you all the bread and all the bologna, you feel what I'm saying? How I'm going to do that? How I'm going to do that? I'm the head. You know what I mean? I got to make sure I'm strong. I got to make sure I'm holding the fort. And then I could give you get broke off a piece. So the number one thing I would say I started to ask God, man. I was like, I need your help in this because this is beyond me. I was like, yo, I got to wake up every day and I got to grind it out. I got to make sure these bills is paid. I got to make sure my children eat. You understand what I'm saying? I moved out of the house when I was 20 years old. You know what I mean? I ain't had no public assistance or nothing like that. I straight got it out the mud. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, what? I'm finna get it. So I had to ask God. I was like, look, I'm going to need you to help me with this because I'm mad over here. I'm disappointed. I'm angry. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? For real. And it's bringing out somebody in me I don't really like. Because even though on the outside I might like pretty and cute, but in the inside I'm hurting. At nighttime when I lay my head down on my pillow, I'm hurting. So I need you to help. I need you to do some things within the inside. The outside, cool. Everything look good. Everybody thinking it's all good. Oh, she got her place. You know what I'm saying? She got a car. She got this. Her son dressed nice and bop, bop, bop. Y'all looking at all the bull crap on the outside. Y'all, people kill me with that. They look at everything you got on the outside and just think that everything is all cool. That ain't, shut the heck up. That ain't what it is. What about your inside? You good? Your mental health on point for real? Come on now. So I started asking God to do things within me, and it took a long time. I'm not going to, now for you it might be different. For me it took a long time, huh? It took a long time for that thing to get together. And even now, it's still a freaking process. Because again, that wound is open. So it gets open sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to have a plan on when that wound, listen. When your child come to you and say, hey, I miss my dad, or bop, 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 or whatever, you be like, ugh. So you gotta have a plan. So my plan is to have a relationship with God. My plan is to remind myself. So what I do is I remind myself of all the dirty stuff I did. You understand what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand there's no comparison in sin. Oh, you killed her. You lied. Unfortunately, but fortunately, sin is sin. You feel what I'm saying? We all falling short. We all needed some forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? In some areas. So I think about all the trap ball stuff I done did in my life. When I was out here, I thought about all the times when God had to forgive me. So every time the scriptures say, you be like, how many times I gotta forgive this person? 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, 7. That's what helped me. I accepted the things that I could not change. I asked for the wisdom to be able to change the things that I could. Period. And I stood on that. That's the top of the list of my plan. I stood on that word. Father, give me the wisdom to know what I can change and what I can't change, and accept the things that I cannot change. Period. And I lived by that. And I quoted that every day, even when I didn't feel like it, even when I was pissed off. You understand what I'm saying? Boom. I quoted it and I started living. And one day when I woke up, so you got to understand, we serve a God that is supernatural. He do the things that we aren't able to do. We can't explain. He's supernatural. You feel me? So in a sense, you be sitting here like, no, if you mad, you can't receive it. So you got to ask, renew my mind, Father. Renew my mind. Help me, because this thing hurt me. You got to be honest. You got to be honest. Like, this messed me up. And it ain't all about the other person. I made some bad choices and I made some bad decisions. So in the plan also, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm part to blame. Stop. You can't always point your finger. I made some messed up decisions. I should have did a little bit more research. I shouldn't have never been so hot in my pants. I shouldn't have been out there giving nobody the business, making a baby, without really knowing if this is the person with, for real. We making split decisions, you know what I'm saying? But giving people the business, and then it's 18, 25, it's permanent decisions when you have kids with people, man. But we always go, I don't give a heck. If I was the mother and I stepped up, first of all, that little attitude got to go. Start taking some responsibility for the role you played in it or whatever. We've been living this way for years, man. Niggas can get up and dip if they want. And some women can do it. Some women do it too. But I ain't going to hold y'all much longer. It was just a healing conversation just to make you think. What's your plan of forgiveness? What you going to do so that when we come from about you know what I mean, living in how we living right now, when it's a new day, when you open your door, and everybody ain't even, acting all scary. We out here, not saying that, I don't think you should be scary anyway, but I ain't gonna get into all that. But I'm just saying, how you gonna be different? What's your plan of forgiveness? This is Winter Angelica. Came through real quick to have a healing conversation during this time when a lot of our lives have slowed down. I hope that you listen, take heed, and understand that you can have a plan of business. You can have a plan on how you're going to look fly. Plan on how you're going to get your stomach flat. How you're going to get that butt fat, keeping it 100. But you don't even have a plan to how I'm going to live beautiful and in harmony and in forgiveness. So no sickness can easily manifest. Because when you're mad, your immune system is low, boo. Your immune system is low when you're mad. You real easy to get things when you mad, because your immune system low. I haven't had a cold in years. Glory to God. Immune system is low when you walk in forgiveness, when you walk in unforgiveness. Remember that. This is Winter Angelica Healing Conversations, baby. Let's go.